Hey guys, we didn't meet. Elliot and... This is Elliot and Ryan. You'll be singing and doing about 4 numbers for us today. Yeah. Welcome everybody. It's lunch and a show. Perfect. So thrilled you guys are here for this listening party. I am very, very excited about it. I'm here to introduce 2 extraordinary people. I've always said making a musical is like climbing Mount Everest. And the main reason it's climbing Mount Everest and not climbing Mount Kilimanjaro or some other tough thing is the music. Because of all the things you've got to get right, the music is so hard. You have to ask an audience, particularly in this case, which is an original movie musical, where none of the audience have heard the music, they haven't seen it on a Broadway show, it's not it's not a jukebox musical, it's not a rehash, it's brand new. You need them to get into the story, hear songs for a first time, and those songs to stick in their head and to never leave. It's a very, very difficult thing. And when we first got the green light from the very brave and our incredible partners at Fox, it had not been done for 23 years in Hollywood. So I think La La Land was probably greenlit around about the same time, both our movies, but we certainly had never heard of La La Land, nor had anyone at Fox. But it took great courage, and I'm really so grateful to everyone at Fox and all those people who really came on this journey with us. There's so many great stories in the making of this movie, one of which is Michael Gracie, our first-time film director, a friend of mine from Australia, who's here. But one of my favourite stories is how we got Justin and Benj. Justin and Benj were staying at a friend's house in the Hollywood Hills. I don't know who the friend was, but it was a fancy house with a grand piano. So when Michael had been given the tip, you should meet these guys, he walked into this incredibly wealthy, multi-million-dollar house, and he was thinking, who the hell are these guys? Now, Justin and Benj, to their credit, never said they were staying at a friend's house. They just acted like they owned it. Cut to Michael hearing some songs from them and going, oh my God, these guys are brilliant. I should give you a little backstory. We were looking for the best writers. This is what Fox had said to us. Right? So let's go to the best writers in the world, the most famous, most successful writers, and let's get all of these writers to pitch our songs, and we'll use those songs. Because for a Barnum musical, it had to feel modern. It had to feel like it was going to exist on the radio, that everybody from age 5 to age 90 is going to love it, not some period sort of music that would have sounded like it was from the 1850s. So we were looking at the greatest writers, Pharrell Williams, Bruno Mars, you name it. So Michael's on board with Justin and Benj. Then he had the job of going to tell the studio that whilst they're searching for the most famous writers, perhaps our #1 writing duo would be Justin and Benj. So of course, I don't know who the exec was, I don't want to know necessarily. Michael went and said, listen, I've got these guys, they've written this song, A Million Dreams, Justin and Benj, and I think they've really got something. And the exec was like, well, sorry, who are they? He said, oh, Justin and Benj, they're very, very big, particularly on Broadway, huge. I said, really, on Broadway, like what? They said, well, they just won the Tony Award. And the exec was like, for what? I said, for James and the Giant Peach. And the exec, who didn't know a lot about Broadway, said, oh, okay, well, that's good. Without knowing that there has never been a production of James and the Giant Peach. A little bit of Barnum-esque coming out in our director. But actually, they did actually have a nomination for A Christmas Story, which is going to be on Fox this year. What Michael knew, and what very quickly Larry, Mark, Eva Kira, Emma, Stacey, everyone knew super quickly, was that these guys are the most incredible young writers probably writing today. They were just nominated for 2 Grammy Awards today, one for Dear Evan Hansen and one for La La Land. They won the... They won the Tony Award for Dear Evan Hansen. I listened to that cast album literally every day of my life. It is genius. They won the Oscar for La La Land last year. But I'm most proud to say that we got them first 5 years ago. And hopefully soon you'll actually be buying that house that you were slumming in your friend's house. But anyway, it is honestly, to me, one of the greatest joys, this collaboration we've had with these two young writers, and I couldn't be more proud to stand here today, so I see you now, to introduce our friends and I think the most talented writing team alive today, Justin and Benj. Justin, Benj, Pasek.
Surprise!
Now, are you guys? Yeah, got it. I'm out. Enjoy.
We didn't know Hugh Jackman was going to show up. That's pretty cool.
Hi everyone, how are you guys? We having a good day so far? Yeah? That's good, that's good. This is a little earlier for our cabaret times, but we're just going to get right into the voices. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a thrill and an honor to get to work on the songs for this film and to get to work with Michael and to get to work with Hugh. They've really been collaborators, I would say, on these songs. You know, we wrote so much of the score for Hugh and for his voice, and knowing how that would sound. He was like the third silent collaborator in the room, and the other third collaborator in the room was Michael, who really pushed us and you know, demanded nothing but what he had a vision, and everything that we did was to serve that vision and to keep trying until we made him happy, and we pushed ourselves at the same time. So we're grateful for what he did for us as songwriters. And now we're here to perform a number for you.
Yeah, so it was really cool to get to develop this sort of like a theater piece in a way, that we would have all these workshops and we would have these fantastic actors come together and workshop the material. And one of the actors in the show was someone that we knew from the Broadway community.
Do you want a little...
Oh, nice. Underscore. Nice little underscore there, Justin. But you know, you never know when you're working on something if a movie will actually happen. And as you said, you know, we never imagined that a movie musical would ever really get made, and we didn't know if it would happen. And as we're developing it, one of our friends from the Broadway community was so outstanding, and we just kept crossing fingers that if this film were to get made, that she would get to be a part of it. This song was really written for her voice and with her in mind. And
yeah, the song is it's called "This Is Me," and it's a moment for the bearded lady and the oddities in the film. Maybe some of you have seen the musical moments where they have felt a certain betrayal, and they're sort of claiming their own identity and saying, you know, we've lived in the shadows before, but now we're you know, stepping into the spotlight, and we're proud of who we are. And as much as we did on the song and wrote, nothing really coalesced until this performer, who's very singular, sort of came and performed it and blew us all away, and we're so proud for the world to get to see her performance. So please welcome the incredible, the singular Keala Settle.
When I wrote this song, I really didn't want to sing it because it was so good. I thought, I'm going to screw this up. You're an egg.
I love the girl out.
I love you, Jim.
Well, now we're going to screw it up for you because we're going to like try to sing background.
This is the first time that we've ever sung on the song. So
I'm suddenly feeling very self-conscious.
I really
why
am
are you
too.
on the
Very
stage?
nervous.
Why are you center stage and she's like, what's going on?
Look at the piano, which is like the safest place for a singer. But yeah, and the last time we did this was when we did the presentation for Fox.
Yeah,
Hoping
that's right.
It would be made. Here we are.
Here we are.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
Thank you all so much. Thank you to our partners and friends at Fox for making this possible, and thank you to you guys for being here and sharing this moment with us. Now we know that you're going to listen to the soundtrack.
Which I think is the first time that a group of people has ever listened to the soundtrack besides like us in the control room. So.
Which is really awkward for us, so we're probably not going to stay here while it happens. But thank you all for being here
and just quickly, so many people in this room changed our lives in the last year, and just thank you guys for you guys have really changed the course of our lives, and we're really, really excited that we get to share this with you guys today. So thank you for being here, and thanks for supporting The Greatest Showman.
Enjoy.